It's Wild Card Weekend, and the Saints travel to snowy Wisconsin to take on the Packers. We'll start things off on offense with the Packers about halfway through the first quarter. Aaron Rodgers handing things off to Jones. He's got himself a first down in the run game. Now it's 2nd and 8 later in the drive, handoff to Christian Michael, and he's able to pick up a few blocks and get his way into the end zone. Packers strike first in this one. They're up to a 7-0 lead. Later on in the first quarter, Saints on offense, E.J. Manuel play action. He's going to fire to the sidelines. He has Kobe Fleener first down. They would get down farther into Green Bay territory, settle for a field goal. It's a 7-3 game now as we are in the second quarter. Now the Packers take over on offense where Rodgers picking up a block on the play action, rolling out to his right, firing way short of his receiver, and it's picked off by Ken Crawley, who's going to reverse fields, take it to the right side, juke at Rodgers, and then finally be taken down inside Green Bay territory. Big return for Crawley. Now it's 3rd and 13. Saints need a conversion. He finds Snead on the little hitch route, and then he gets downfield for the first. Another conversion needed on 3rd and 4. And Manuel, as he throws to Snead, slips, and it's picked off by King. So the Packers are going the other way with it. So 4:46 in the second quarter now, as Aaron Rodgers is going to be sacked by the blitzing Kenny Vaccaro coming in from the secondary. They would be forced to punt. Now later in the second quarter, Saints on offense, as Brock Martinez is going to bring down Manuel, and that's going to be forcing a punt as well. So now about a minute left in this first half as the Packers have the ball. Rodgers rolling out to his right, extending the play, has a man open over the middle of the field. It's Jones. He's now inside Saints territory. Rodgers lobs it over the head of the linebacker, finds Jordy Nelson, and then he's taken down by a face mask. So it's 2nd and goal now on the 5. Rodgers takes it himself, and he makes it a 14-3 Packers lead heading into halftime. So third quarter action here as the Saints are on offense. Manuel dropping back. Finds Thomas on the curl route for a first down inside Green Bay territory now. Play action to Kamara. All the time in the world in the pocket, and Manuel fires a strike to Brandon Coleman. Unfortunately, they would settle for a field goal. It's now 14-6. Later on in the third, after a stop, the Saints are back on offense, and Ingram is going to get laid out, fumbles on the play. Nick Perry is going to pick it up, and he's going to take it all the way back. Outruns the entire Saints team on the field, and gets into the end zone, makes it a 21-6 Packers lead. Not looking good for the Saints, but with 11 seconds left in the third quarter, they were back on offense. 2nd and 10. Manuel finds Coleman coming across on the in route, and he's deep into Packers territory now. A handoff to Kamara on the draw. He gets his way into the end zone. Touchdown Saints. It's going to be 21-13 as we are now in the fourth quarter. About 5 minutes left. And on 3rd and 10, Jones is stopped short, or Michael is stopped short, and it's going to be a 4th and 3. Packers go with the fake field goal flip to the tight end, and he runs it for the first down. But then they do eventually settle for a real field goal to make it a 24-13 lead. So about 3 minutes left in the fourth. Saints down 24-13. They're on offense. Manuel finds Snead open over the middle on the crossing route into Green Bay territory. Very next play, Manuel extending the play, rolling out to his right, doesn't see anyone open, so he takes off, and he tries to slide before contact, but he is hit, holds onto the ball. Very next play, it's 1st and 10 on the 15, and Manuel finds Thomas for the touchdown, and the Packers are now only up by 3 as they went for the 2-point conversion into a 24-21 game. A minute left, Saints trust their defense, and they reward them as they stop on 3rd down, force a punt, and now the Saints are back on offense. All up to E.J. Manuel with a minute left in the game as he finds Thomas over the middle. 41 seconds left. Time still running. No timeouts. Now Manuel finds Coleman, picks up a block from Snead, 2 blocks from Snead, and then he gets down to the 5-yard line, or the 6-yard line. They spike the ball, and then on 2nd and goal, Manuel rolls out, takes off, and he scampers into the end zone. E.J. Manuel basically walks it off for the Saints as a huge comeback victory for the Saints here in Wild Card Weekend as they stun the Packers at home. Aaron Rodgers will not be moving on in the playoffs, but E.J. Manuel and the New Orleans Saints will be. Moving on to the divisional round to take on their nemesis, the Atlanta Falcons. E.J. Manuel was completing passes all over the field today, a 77% completion percentage. He was 17 for 22, 323 yards through the air. Big-time game for E.J. Manuel as he leads the Saints back to the victory. And with that being said, that's going to wrap things up here for this edition of New Orleans Saints football. I've been your host, Jerseyborn, and I'm saying goodbye.
I was a drama club kid, I run with a fun dip. My nuts itched, I was defiant, always said fuck shit. Hated the popular ones, now I'm the popular one. Also hated homes too, till I start copping me some. See, I don't bees in the trap, nigga, I bees in the bees. And I be gassing up my bugs like some bees at a shell. Fucking sick and getting bigger like I sneezed on Adele. And bitches getting touchy-feely like they reading some braille.